So this is the beginning of Unicorn Street, and you can see the difference in the construction era. Let's see if I can drive and hold this at the same time. So a lot of these homes look like they were built in the early 1990s. Okay, so at the end of the street, we have this new construction here. This is where we're going. Okay, so we are at 6965 Unicorn, 3-car garage. This is going to be the basis for the development over at Grizzly Summit. Okay, so we're here at the entrance, and I was just asking him about the base floor plan. Can you tell me the difference or how this inspires Grizzly Summit?
Yep, so all the plans over at Grizzly Summit are based off of this plan. This one's just a little bit bigger. So what we did is we took this plan and we just shrunk it in some of the areas. And as we go through the house, I'll show you some of the areas that we took some square footage away. But all three of them are based on this. This one's 2,735 square feet. 3 plans over there range from 2,300 to 2,600 square feet. The front on them is almost identical with the exception of we don't have the arched windows anymore. We eliminated those.
Okay.
But you'll kind of see as we go through.
Okay, so the new models at Grizzly Summit or the new builds don't have these arch windows.
Yep.
They're more rectangular.
Yeah, that's a rectangular one off the front. Yep. They both have walk-in closets. We have 2 bedrooms up front with a full bath over here.
Okay, so 2 bedrooms up front. Good size closet. And these are what, 9-foot ceilings?
10. Yep.
10-foot ceilings.
Yep. So we have an option to go up to 10-foot ceilings with an 8-foot door. Standard over there is 9-foot ceiling with a 6/8 door. To do this option, we only charge $4,000. That's a really good price for getting up to 10 foot.
Yeah,
with
that's
doors.
great. Okay. And then, so this is a standard surround?
Yep. So we can upgrade that to a full shower tiled. We can also upgrade that to a tub with full tile around it as well. That's what the standard is.
Standard, okay.
Yep.
And then toilet would be here.
Yep.
Okay.
These cabinets are actually standard as well. So we have a bunch of different, so they'll have handles on them. We just don't have the handles in quite yet. They're all soft close, soft open. They're full overlay cabinets. You'll see they're 42-inch uppers in the kitchen.
Really nice. Okay, so this is the 2nd bedroom towards the front of the house. Good size. I didn't bring my measuring tape. Do you know offhand what this is?
That I believe is 12 by 13.
12 by 13.
Maybe 12 by 12 and a half.
Okay.
But yeah, they are large size.
So you can see the snow on the mountains over there. So this is the walk-in closet. Again, good size. 10-foot ceilings. And I see the sprinklers in the ceilings there.
Yep.
And it looks like you've got the hookup for a fan if somebody wants that.
Yep, so we always pre-wire for the fans in all the bedrooms. The option we have in here is the 4 lights. So we can always add the 4 lights, but that's not standard. That one's an option.
So if they just had the ceiling fan, what is the upgrade for the 4 can lights?
I don't know that one off the top of my head. I'd have to look at what the cost is.
Okay. So I would imagine at $4,000, most people do the ceiling upgrade.
Sure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a luxury vinyl plank?
This is actually engineered wood floor.
Was engineered
so this is
wood.
really nice. This is that's a powder bath.
Powder bath, half bath. Okay.
And then that's that 4th bedroom.
Okay. I'm sorry, the square footage on this again?
2,735.
Okay.
And that one has a full walk-in as well.
And this one has a view, sort of the wall and the mountains in the distance. So again, walk-in closet. And you have these jump vents. So that stops it from shutting the doors when there's a pressure differential in the house, when you have the air conditioning go on. Or heat. This is very nice.
Yeah, the huge living area.
Wow.
Huge open space area in here for sure.
Wow.
And so those are all standard cabinets. The only upgrades we have in here right now are the standard will be a slide-in range with a microwave above it, but we can upgrade to a cooktop and a range hood, which is what we're going to have here. In which case you'll have a microwave oven built in right here. So this will be a space for the microwave oven, and then we leave you the space open for the refrigerator. We don't supply the refrigerator. Typically our buyers just buy them outside of us.
Sure.
On this one in particular, we'll have an apron front sink and then a dishwasher on this side. On this one as well, we're going to do a waterfall island. So we can do things like waterfall the islands. We can do things like add lights underneath the cabinets if we don't have it on this one, but we can.
Okay.
We've done that. The pantry you'll see over there is also a walk-in. Okay. It's pretty large. We took a little bit of square footage off that pantry. We just brought it in 1 foot, but even with the foot in, it's still a huge pantry.
Yeah, it is. That's a great pantry. Okay. And I'm assuming there's no HOA here?
No HOA here. Over there, we don't have an HOA. We have what's called a landscape maintenance agreement. Okay. So we'll have a strip of land off the front that's all going to be landscaped. That agreement, everyone will pay $50 a month. It'll just make sure if any plants ever die, it gets replaced. Those plants are getting maintained. If there's any kind of water line breaks, someone goes out there and manages them and fixes them. But they don't have any jurisdiction over the house, the backyard design, anything like that.
Okay. And wow, it's a big backyard. That's a pretty low wall.
So this one's unique. So over there, our walls are a lot bigger. They're up to 8 feet in some areas. One of them's existing. The reason we didn't raise the courses on this one is if you look, my neighbor stuccoed the inside of it. Oh. And so I didn't want to add courses to them and make them re-stucco that wall. Okay. Being that this one's our model, what we're going to do is we're just going to landscape that back wall really heavy. So we'll have a landscape design out here coming pretty soon. But that was why we didn't raise the course on that one.
So I love how big the yard is. And then is this
that's actually
two-story?
No, that's actually this. My electrician actually bought this house from me. I'm building him a shop right there. Oh. And so we're putting in a shop for him. That's a 1,050 square foot shop. So that thing's massive. Wow. It's really it's a huge, but this backyard is representative of what the backyards feel like over there. Okay. So this depth is identical to what we'll get over there.
Awesome.
So these backyards are humongous for sure.
Yeah, really great. How big is the lot size?
They range from 0.18 up to 1/4 acre.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we did this plan where we do the patio in the middle here and the dining room off to one side and the primary bedroom off to this side. The patio's included standard. The reason we like doing this plan is you see it right when you come through the front door, you look out, which is beautiful. We give you an outlet there to mount a TV, which makes it super easy. That's always standard. On this one, we did, as an option, 2 speakers that are going in here. That makes it really nice. And it's just a really nice view out kind of into your backyard.
Yeah, it's very nice. Okay.
So the multi-slide, that's an option to do that. Our option to do that's $5,200, which is a smoking good deal.
Yeah, exactly.
All the other builders are $10,000 to $15,000. We're $5,200 on that. That's another one, an option that people almost always take at that price. It just makes the house feel so much more open.
So right now, it's not like do you have any quick move-ins where you're trying to get them? Yeah, you're just building to spec.
We won't do any spec homes. We'll do everything with buyers selecting all the options.
Got it.
So we'll start them once we have buyers and we have options in them.
Okay. Yep. And of the homes that you've recently sold, how much are they closing at typically?
So it depends on if I would say go to the website, see which plan you like. We have Cedar up to the Monarch. The Cedar's the 2,300 up to the 2,600. The Cedar's 630. I say that probably closes. Our options are really well priced compared to other builders. That probably closes in that 680 to 700 range, depending on how many options they put in. The Monarch is $20-something thousand more, so that probably closes in the 700 to the 720 range.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we go to the master, I want to just take a look at what's in this hallway here.
So the right side, we leave you a mudroom. We can do a built-in here that has a bench with things like drawers underneath for shoes. Yeah. And hooks above for racks. Okay. That's what we plan to do there. And then you're in the laundry room.
Yeah, great. And is there a sink plan for this? Or?
We don't have it on this, but we can do it as an option.
Okay. So your washer dryer would go here side by side.
Yep.
Okay. And if somebody wanted to upgrade to cabinets up here,
we've got the option to upgrade. So we have the option to do this, which is an option. Just add 2 standard cabinets, which is down below. It's not a very expensive option for us. A lot of people like doing this. The other option is do full uppers with the bar across so you can hang clothes if you want to do that. That gets a little bit more expensive, but a lot of people generally either just keep this or they end up going with the base cabinet. And adding countertop to it, which is nice. Okay. And then the garage right now, I'm letting my electrician use it right now because he lives next door and we're building a shop. Yeah. So he's using it now, but you can see when you upgrade to 10-foot ceilings, this garage gets pretty massive. Yeah. The lights you see, those are standard. I got sick of builders putting in just little light bulbs to light up a garage.
The key lights make no sense.
Oh, it's driving me nuts. Yeah. So we started upgrading to these standard. We do tankless water heater. That's standard. We have a 220 plug that you can plug into electric vehicle. That's standard. One upgrade that we do here that most builders, almost all builders I know, don't do. They almost always do a 16-foot wide garage door. We started doing an 18-foot wide garage door, and it makes your garage so much more usable.
Yeah.
You're able to pull in without having to worry about hitting the side. You don't have to pull so close to the car next to you to be able to fit in the garage. It's a humongous difference.
Okay, great. And then is that like the fire?
Yeah, fire sprinklers.
Fire sprinkler, okay.
Yep.
Okay. It looks like you've got Smart Garage, MyQ.
Yep.
Okay. And that's standard?
Yes. Yep,
okay.
That's standard.
All right. So MyQ allows you to open the garage remotely. So if you've got someone coming to visit you and you want to open the garage for them, you can do that.
This is a primary bedroom.
That's a beautiful view. You can see why you kept this as your model.
Yeah. No, it's a really good floor plan. It lives really well.
Okay.
We do all the architecture design work in-house.
Great. Yeah, I was reading Richmond American was some of the background.
Yeah, I worked at Richmond for a while.
Yeah.
This is our primary spa shower. So we'll have a full sheet of glass that goes right here, and then the entrance will be over here. It has a rain head shower head as well as a regular shower head.
Okay, so rain head above.
Yep.
Shower head there.
Yep.
Bench there. Great. That's lovely. And then these sconces, are these?
So we always pre-wire for the sconces. And then if you want to pick out a fixture, you can buy it separately, and we'll just charge you for the install price, just because there's so many different lights that can come in here. But we always pre-wire for this. When this is finished with the framed, we always do a frame mirror in the primary as well. When this is finished with a frame mirror, it just looks really custom. Everything looks really, really nice. We've done a lot of high-end homes, and we started moving into more of the production builder stuff. We do this on almost all of our high-end homes. It just makes the house feel really beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we've got the walk-in closet.
Yep. And we can upgrade that with additional California closets. They do a lot of our work. The only difference we have over at Grizzly Summit is I felt like this got a little bit tight in here. So we pushed this wall out 8 inches. And it just opens this space up a little bit more.
Okay. And there's not going to be a door here, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not necessary. Okay, and then the toilet, water closet. So you have a window there, which is nice. Okay, I'll follow you. Is there anything? Oh, I guess we saw the whole house.
Yeah, that's everything. Yeah.
All right. So this floor plan is most like what floor plan on?
Probably the cedar.
The
but
cedar?
The cedar's a little bit smaller. The difference with the bigger one, the Monarch and the Foxtail, the Monarch has, instead of the primary being on the side with all the secondary bedrooms, it's flipped over to this side, and the kitchen and dining room are on this side. The benefit of that is you get this long hallway that walks into your primary bedroom. It just feels more elegant. It feels more isolated from the rest of the house. I can show you on the plans. I don't know if it's super helpful for the video.
Yeah.
Okay, let me grab my iPad. So if you look here, this is the largest plan, the Monarch.
Okay.
You have the ability to walk in. We have this long hallway that walks up through the primary. You pass your primary bath over here, but it just separates the primary bedroom kind of from the rest of the living area. If you look at this one here, it's just a door off the living room that kind of goes into the primary.
Right.
It makes that space feel just a little less private. With this, we've done this design a lot. It's a really elegant design.
Okay.
And then this is the Monarch. It has the bigger one. It has a formal dining room that can also be changed into an office if you want to do it that way as well.
Okay. All right, great. That was a good tour. He said typically people do 5 to 8% above the base price in upgrades. He hasn't seen anybody do much more than that. That seems to get people, happily what they want. And what's nice is if you wanted a swimming pool, he has a pool company that he works with, and they would be able to put the pool in for you as a part of your mortgage on the house. So a lot of times when you buy from these production builders, they tell you, well, we don't build the pool. You'll have to do that after you buy the house. Here, they can do it. The caveat is that you have to be either a cash buyer or a conventional loan, using a conventional loan to buy your home. They won't do FHA or VA because there's stipulations with those government type loans. But but that is a nice option for people. Overall, I really like the product that I've seen. It feels more custom, more not custom. I mean, there's standard features and then you can upgrade, right? Just like most production builders. But the quality of the build felt nice. I like the design. So I will drive through the neighborhood so you get a little more of a view of what's around here. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm driving north on Unicorn, and I'm going to make a right to go east on Durrell. And you can see these are communities to my left behind the wall. Newer communities that look like they were built maybe in the 1990s, maybe early 2000s. Then you have these custom homes, which is primarily what was here before all these builders came in. So again, custom, and we can drive down there later, but here are some of the production homes. I'm guessing probably early 2000s maybe on these, maybe they're even a little younger. Okay, I'm leaving Durrell and I'm going to go south on Decatur. And this is a major street. This takes us back to the freeway. Probably a half mile down the road here is the freeway. But instead of going down to the freeway just yet, I'm going to drive over here to Deer Springs. So I'm turning west, right, back towards the house. And behind me, by the way, over there is Aliante. So you're really close to the casino and all the things that has to offer. Location is great. That's a gated community. Here's an assisted living community there. And you can see there's a lot more construction. Not sure what these are. They almost look like townhomes. Here's a community. And this is Tom Boulevard. So you can see there's open land. An older custom home. Here's Unicorn. So here's where we drove up earlier. So again, you can kind of see there's some of the older houses. But they all look like they were built maybe in the early 1990s, I'm thinking. And then this is the intersection of Bradley. Little roundabout. More says Allison Jung for sale. That's land for sale. It's beautiful custom homes over here. See how big that one is. So, and then look at this one. That's big. So there's definitely a lot of custom homes in this area. I'll have to look this one up and see what they're asking on this price. Okay, so if you have any further questions, again, just let me know. You see, here's one of the older houses. They were out here when there was nobody else around them, so they've been slowly watching their neighborhood go away. More of the older custom homes. The community that are out of Redwood Creek is sold out. They're just using that one house as a model home right now to promote Grizzly Summit. And Grizzly Summit is going to be located a little bit west on Ann and Rebecca, which is just east of Rainbow. The area looks a lot like this. I'm about to cross the 215 freeway between Decatur and Jones. I'm probably going to make a right up here and go to Jones, but thanks so much for watching, and please hit subscribe.